Hello everyone, you are all very welcome to our CAO presentation. The guidance team, myself, Miss O'Sullivan and Miss O'Mara have put together the following slides to guide you through the CAO application process. This presentation should take approximately 20-25 minutes. A little bit of background on the CAO. The purpose of CAO, it stands for Central Applications Office, is to process all applications for admission to the universities and the institutes of technology, to provide fair and equal treatment for all applicants, and the CAO does not endorse or recommend any course. Various colleges that you can apply to on the CAO. We have the main universities, the NUIs of Maynooth, Galway, Cork and UCD, University of Limerick, DCU, Trinity, all the institutes of technology. Some of those have now become technical universities, private independent colleges, teacher training colleges. Our last bulletin point there, I just want you to note, when it comes to a PLC course, you do not apply for a PLC course through the CAO. You apply directly to colleges of further education. They would have opened up just before Christmas, so now is the time to apply for PLC. A very important part of your research is looking into entry requirements for the various courses. Students must check the entry requirements, in other words, the grades and the subjects required. Is there a specific subject or subjects required? Is there a specific grade required? And please note the following. Science and engineering courses and some computer courses do not require the other language, in other words French or Spanish, as an entry requirement to the NUI colleges. And you can check the NUI website for exemption details for Irish and other language requirement. Now, if you're applying for an exemption, it is important to remember that the NUI application form will ask for your CAO number. So it's no harm to have registered with the CAO first and then apply for your exemption. Access the exemption application form on nui.ie, quote your CAO number. If the exemption is granted, the NUI will inform the CAO. And please note that the NUI Maynooth University, their degrees in business, law, accountancy and finance do not require the other language. However, if you plan to study business, law, accountancy or finance through the arts degree, you do need the third language or other language as it's sometimes called. Now, before you apply, students should check the entry requirements, like what I've mentioned earlier, specific subject entry requirements. Very important to look at the course content. What will I be studying in year 1, year 2, etc.? What are the points required? And you can refer to page 26 of the CAO handbook for the point scale. Career opportunities and further study opportunities, all part of your research. If you're calculating the points for yourself to give yourself an indication of how you might pan out with your points in the Leaving Cert, there are two websites, Qualifax and CAO. So on the first page there on the left, the little purple arrow, you can see useful tools on the left hand side. And if you click on that, there's a points calculator there. There is also a points calculator on the CAO website. And again, you can see the little purple arrow indicating student resources. Now, the bonus points for Honours Maths, just to take a little bit of time to talk about this. Leaving Certificate 2022, bonus points for Honours Maths. The information again is in the CAO book, which is on the CAO website. You can refer to pages 26 and 27. Students who achieve a H6, in other words, they pass the Honours Maths, getting 40% or more, 40 to 49% or higher on an Honours Maths paper, will receive 25 bonus points. So for example, a H6 in Honours Maths is 46 points. So therefore it's 46 plus the 25 gives a total of 71. But the last bulletin point is very important. The 71 must be one of your best 6 grades to keep the 25 bonus points. On our next slide there on the left hand side, there's just a little graph showing, well, not so much a graph, but a list really of all the grades and the points that you will get if you get a H1, a H2, etc. On the bottom of the page there on the left hand side, you'll see the LCVP point score, points for subjects there at foundation level, and on the right hand side it's giving you an example of someone's results. Someone getting H2 in Honours Irish, but if I draw your attention to maths in particular, you can see how it works out. That person got a H5, which is 56, plus the 25 is 81, and 81 is one of their best 6 scores. The bonus points are included only when maths is one of the applicant's best 6 subjects, following the addition of the bonus points. And again, refer to the CAO handbook, and you can find that on the CAO website. Now, your choice order, this is also important. State your choice, your course choice in view of genuine preference. It is a mistake to base your choice only on present expectation of examination performance. That is the points. So whatever you'd absolutely love to do, put it in at number 1. If you don't get it, they'll move to number 2, etc. and further down the list. So remember, it is a mistake to base your choice only on present expectation of examination performance. Payment procedure. Online application, use your credit or laser card, and again the information on that is in the CAO handbook. Paper application, very few people use the paper application, but if you wish to apply using the paper application, you will need to contact the CAO office for that, and ensure that all parts are stamped by the bank so that you have a record. Now, when it comes to your choices, students can choose up to 10 courses from level 8. Level 8 are honours degrees. And you also have 10 courses. You can choose up to 10 for level 6 and 7. Now that's just an example there. I want to draw your attention to the bottom of that page on the right hand side. You can see the level 8 box, there are 10 options, and the level 6 and 7 box, another 10 options. And you're putting in the appropriate course code. Important dates. Closing date is, the normal closing date is the 1st of February online, and for the paper one at 5 o'clock, and the fee is €45. The online discounted rate €30 if your application is received by the 20th of January at 5 o'clock. The extreme late online application is the 22nd of July, but the fee goes up to €60. Students can change their mind up to the 1st of July at 5 o'clock. Now that's assuming it's not a restricted course. This little picture here or slide is an important one to reference because it's a summary of the major stages of the CAO application process going from point 1 to number 10. So it's kind of a one-stop shop there for what's happening as we go through the weeks and months ahead. Offer of places. The CAO will receive results, your results in August. The CAO will check the following. Have you met the minimum entry requirement for your course, a specific subject requirement? They will calculate your points. You'll be placed on an order of merit list according to your points. So the greater your point score, the higher you will appear on the order of merit list for the course. Courses are offered to those at the top of the list and they work their way down. You may receive an offer from level 8 and from level 6 and 7 at the same time, but you only accept one. When you are offered a place, you are excluded from further consideration for any course which is lower on your list of preferences. Deferring a place. Some students may decide to defer a place for a year. If you wish to defer, in other words, ask the college to keep your place for a year, do not accept the offer. Contact the admissions office of the college. Do not contact the CAO about deferrals. It is the admissions office of the college. Quote your CAO number, your course code, and the reason for your deferral. If the deferral is granted, apply to the CAO the following year, place the deferred course as your first and only preference, and tick the deferred applicant box. Random numbers. You might be wondering what happens if 10 students have the same points, but there are only 3 places left. Prior to the order of merit list being drawn up for each course, each applicant is given a number which has been generated at random by the computer. The student with the highest random number is first to be offered a place, and so on. Those who are not successful are placed on a waiting list. Now, two important schemes that are linked in with the CAO application are called HERE and DARE. Now, information on both of these schemes can be found on accesscollege.ie. Let's talk about the HERE scheme first. HERE stands for Higher Education Access Route. This scheme is a scheme for school leavers from socio-economically disadvantaged backgrounds. You apply online to the CAO by 5 p.m. on the 1st of February. Now, if you wish to be considered, you must indicate on Part A of the CAO application form that you are interested in the HERE scheme, and supporting documents are to be forwarded to the appropriate address of the CAO by the 15th of March. Now, please remember, you can apply for the HERE scheme and you can also apply for SUSI grant. Let's look at DARE. DARE is the Disability Access Route to Education. If you have a disability or a specific learning difficulty, you are encouraged to indicate this on Part A of the CAO application form. Apply online to the CAO by 5 p.m. on the 1st of February. You must answer yes to question 1 of Section A of the Supplementary Information Form. If deemed eligible, applicants may receive a reduction in points for entry, and those point scores will vary from college to college. Now, if you're thinking of applying for DARE, you must email or contact Miss Shari at rshari@stmarysedenderry.ie. Costs involved in going to college, just to give you a little indication here. Registration fee, student contribution fee it's sometimes called, is approximately €3,000. If you're deemed eligible, the student grant will cover this. You also have a registration fee for PLC colleges and courses, but the costs will vary from €300 to €500. There may be additional costs for books, equipment, uniform, etc. Accommodation costs will vary, and for further information you can click on the residence office on college websites or college prospectus for further information. In relation to maintenance grants, known as SUSI, all applications are online. So if you go to www.susi.ie, usually SUSI opens up the end of April, early May 2022. An official decision on eligibility is made by the grant awarding body SUSI, which stands for Student Universal Support Ireland. The SUSI support desk is the single contact point for all inquiries, and their phone number or contact number is there on the screen, 0818 888 777, or you can email at support@susi.ie. Now, a few points to remember. You apply online or paper, not both. Applicants' responsibility to ensure that the application is submitted accurately and on time. It's the applicant's responsibility to determine the status and the suitability of any course chosen. The CAO will take no responsibility for any technical difficulty that may arise, which may result in your online application not being submitted on time. Check restricted courses. Information can be found on page 3 of the CAO booklet. They have early assessment procedures, so if it involves an aptitude test, a portfolio, an audition, it may be a restricted course. Applicant checklist can be found on page 36 of the CAO book, and that is very, very helpful. Keep receipts and copies. Save and use certificate of posting. Now, it used to be at the back of the CAO handbook, but you no longer have a handbook. So if you're posting anything, just ask the post office for a record, a certificate of posting record. www.cao.ie. If you click on that website, but click on Student Resources on the left-hand side for a CAO demo application, and there's also CAO video guides, which are very helpful before you start the CAO application. If you wish further information or if you have any questions or queries, you can contact myself, Miss O'Sullivan, at josullivan@stmarysedenderry.ie or Miss O'Mara at comara@stmarysedenderry.ie, or you can also message us on Teams and we will be more than happy to answer any questions that we can and help you with any queries that you have. We're on our last slide now, folks, and it is so important, you know, to stay positive, to work hard and make it happen. I just love the phrase that's in this little picture that you see there on the right-hand side. Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams. For the last 2 years, it has been a very, very difficult time for all of you, the last 2 years or more. But you are all doing really well and you're doing great. So on behalf of myself and Miss O'Mara, stay positive, work hard, and things will work out. Thank you all and take care.